we're involved in what I believe would call a Fedsurrection. I believe it was orchestrated by multiple different groups and different people. It is a historic. I mean, it cost me 4 years of my life.
Willie D. Live.
In the D.C. jail, we were locked in solitary confinement for months on end. When I got arrested here in Houston, they put me in FDC Houston. I got put in a cell for 11 days and didn't leave the cell. Like, I got arrested off the street, and they put me in a cell and didn't open that door for 11 days.
How did they catch you? Well, we know this, we saw you on the video, but how did they track you down?
Yeah, there was a group called Sedition Hunters. We called them professional snitches, but they took the videos that everybody saw, and they used facial recognition software, and they compared those videos to Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all that. And then when they would get a hit, a match, then they would go look and they'd be like, oh, he's got a hand tattoo or he's got a face tattoo or whatever. And then they would identify him, and then they would send the information to the FBI, and then they would get a reward. And then here they come running down on people.
But here's the thing. You didn't appear to be concerned about getting caught because you were all on social media selling memorabilia. You were selling J6 memorabilia.
After the fact, yeah.
Like, so it didn't seem like you. It didn't seem like you. See, you kind of remind me of somebody who might celebrate the anniversary of J6. Do you do that?
I will celebrate it in the aspect of honoring the people that died on January the 6th.
Okay.
I will do that, but I would never glorify the violence. You know, we were involved in what I believe would call a Fedsurrection. I believe it was orchestrated by multiple different groups and different people. It is a historic. I mean, it cost me 4 years of my life. I watched those men suffer in that jail, civilian men, not just somebody with the criminal involved background like myself, but I watched these men lose wives. I watched them lose businesses, homes. I watched their families turn on them. I watched their kids testify against them at trial. I watched them get crushed. I watched these same people who had CIA clearance, Green Beret, that hunted bin Laden after 9/11, and multiple tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. I watched the same people that they used to work for. I watched them crush these men, and it was just something that, I was honored to suffer alongside those men. I feel like God specifically placed me in that situation because I was a good sounding board for those men, because I had been in prison before. I had been in county jail before. So whenever because we were attacked by the guards in D.C. and persecuted in there. But
physically attacked?
Oh, yeah, for sure, physically. Yeah, multiple different cases of physical attacks. We were locked in cells, solitary confinement. They denied us visits for 2 years. They denied us religious services for 2 years. They denied us haircuts at the barbershop for a year. It was insane, the type of treatment we were getting. But so I was a good sounding board to say, this is kind of normal for jail. Like, the food is bad, right? And they're like, this is horrible. We can't eat this. And I'm like, that's normal jail food. Like, you can't, that's not a big deal. Now, them not letting you go to the chapel, or them not letting you get communion, or them not letting everybody else is getting visits. Why can't we get visits? Because they had labeled us domestic terrorists. They even called us white supremacists and all this other stuff. And it was just like, and we're in a jail that's 99% black. The inmates are black from D.C. locally, and then the guards are 99% black. And so how do you think that is as white guys, or we had Middle Eastern, Hispanic, black guys with us too, but going all the media blasting that out over the airwaves, and then you throw us in that jail in that environment, how do you think those guards treated us? It wasn't good.